seated, you can start lying down. You remember, at the start of a practice, you do you. You find what works for you. It might be standing today, it might be lying down, it might be in supported fish, child's, wherever you feel comfortable. And the goal is, I want you to move inward. So let's take that beautiful deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Close your eyes. And go through whatever ritual you go through to be able to disconnect from the outside world and move inward. And I'm going to encourage you throughout this entire practice to watch me the least possible. Do your best to have your eyes closed or a soft gaze and not worry too much whether you're doing something right or wrong, whether you're, being a good student and following me, move per move. I want you to develop your ability to be in your body, be a student of your body. Tune into every part of your body, just scan it. You can go from top to bottom, go bottom to top, in to out, out to in. Just take your time. Tune into the physical sensations. Become aware of your energetic state. Check into your thought patterns. If you're at that stage in your practice over the years of being able to get into this position or whatever position your mind goes quiet, way to go, celebrate. If your mind still chatters, use a mantra to allow your brain to feel like it's doing something. Give it a repetitive task. Your mantra can be as simple as I am. I am love. I am peace. I am stillness. And let's take a deep inhale and roll our shoulders up, back, and round. Now, if you are lying down, I'm going to encourage you to come up to a seated position. Take your time. Don't jar yourself out of the beautiful state you were in. Roll. And then you're going to pause your shoulders in a comfortable, relaxed state and turn your head to one side. You'll see how the range of motion is on that side. And then the other side. And then come back to the center, roll your shoulders a bit, Not necessarily both at the same time. Move your arms, create a little bit of a sway. Reach up, reach down, move it around. Be artistic, right? Move it around. Okay, reach up, one final big reach up. And then let go. And let's shift to all fours just for a moment, and then we're going to stand. But let's take a moment in all fours. Lengthen our legs out and move our hips and shoulders. You can lengthen one leg, then the other. And while you're in a lengthened position, move hips, move shoulders, shift. Beautiful. We're going to come to standing. If you do enjoy going through downward facing dog for a moment to check out how tight your hamstrings are, you can do that. And then we will all meet at the front of our mat. Standing up, do your routine of rising. And then once you're up, you can settle in, move your shoulders, move your hips, move your toes. And then let your head come to neutral, your feet aligned, your knees soft, close your eyes. And notice, are you heavy in one part of the foot more than the other? Or are you leaning on one side more than the other? Good. You're going to flick your fingers. We're going to shift some energy here. So flick your fingers, flick your fingers, flick, 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 flick. Good. Shake your hands. Feel the blood rushing to them. And then we're going to tap our collarbone. So you can do both hands at the same time, crossed if you need, or one big hand across. Just thump the collarbone. Take a couple breaths. We're going to shift some energy. Get rid of stagnation. It's a great way to start the day. And slip down about 1 inch so you're between the breast and your collarbone. So this is the top of the kidney meridian. Are those kidneys functioning well for you? Then we're going to go after our thymus, go onto the collar, the breastbone here. You can, I have both. You can do one, you can do a Tarzan kind of thing. You're going to go down and underneath the breast on the ribs and go back and forth in this area. Come closer so you can see. And then you're going to go to your side here. And then you're going to rub, full hand rub. So this is the pancreas. One of the meridian points. And then from there, shake off, get rid of that. And one more point, we're going to go underneath the eyes, just a little tap, just gentle, very kind. Stimulate circulation there, get rid of our bags. I have no idea if that's true, but I'm going to say so. And then shake off. We're going to do pranic bath with a little bit of meridian points along the way. You're going to scoop the air to your face, breathe it in, touch your face, go along your hairline, mess up your hair, reach it up, pull it up, and then fold. Let's go all the way down. Put your hands to your big toe, and then you're going to sweep up along the inner foot, inner shin, inner knee, inner thigh, all the way back up to our kidney meridian, and give it a loving rub. Shake that off. Let's do that again. Pranic bath breath. Exhale, fold. Touch on the inside of the big toe, the arch, the inner shin, calf, knee, inner thigh, up, current with the meridian again. And this time go from there all the way to the spleen meridian, a little rubbing or tapping, whichever feels good for you. And then shake it off. Let's do that again. Toe, instep, inner shin, inner knee, inner thigh, up to the kidney meridian, to the spleen, and then shake it off again. Good. Let's reach up to the sky. And I'd like you to have your hands like spread. You're reaching up, but your fingers are spread this way. All right, big reach, big reach. Good. Now turn your palms open. So I'm going to come down so you can see. So your palms are open to receive stuff. Receive. Open, even gaze up. Now feel that your feet are firmly grounded in the earth. Now you have the energy from the earth going through your feet, your legs, your spine, up through the crown. Plus you've got all this beautiful energy coming from the universe down this beautiful funnel through your hands, through your arms, through your head, all the way into your body. Beautiful flow. I want you to take a deep breath and reach a little bit higher. Maybe your arms are going to come closer together. That's okay. This time, exhale and bring your hands behind you and slide down your backside. And then pause upside down. When you're going to come back up, your hands are going to slide back up where they slid down. So up the calf, back knee, back thigh, butt, your back, and reach it up. And reach up and hold it up. Now from here, if your balance is so-so, I'd like you to look forward and slightly down, and you're going to come off your heels. So your arms are up, you're coming off your heels. You're like this superpower person, you know, flying through the air. Hold in stiletto heels. Yeah. Take a deep breath, hold a little more. And let's come through a very gentle squat. Heels come down, bend the knees, let your belly and thighs connect. Drop your head, drop your arms, and then rise back up. And then bring your hands to heart. And pause. We're going to do that again. And bring the arms up. Feel that you are solid here and then start to rise off your heels. And we try to keep our heels from flailing out. You work hard on that. Reach, 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 reach. If you find it easy, close your eyes. Reach a little higher. And then come down very, very slowly. Again, that very slow collapsing squat, like go down and then rise up. And bring your hands to heart and pause. I want you to transfer, keep your eyes closed and your hands together, and just transfer your weight into one leg, just shifting over. You're not lifting the other one, and just shift. And then transition to the other side, just shift. The foot is still on the ground, but your bones are not. You know that feeling where you feel your skin is still on the ground, but the bones are not heavy on there. Good. Come back to center. And feel both feet firmly on the mat. Then you're going to let your hands come down because we're going to go a little more extreme on the balance. Let your arms go. You're going to support yourself on your left leg. Get the right leg off. Slowly peel the foot off the ground. Lift it up in front of you to wherever it lifts with the knee bent. Now take the left hand. So I've got the right knee up, left hand. So if you have the opposite, just do the opposite. I want you to counter push. I want you to push this leg. You're like, it wants to come over and your hands say no. Hold it for a moment. Feel your core really ignite when you do this. Good. Then what you're going to do is gently slip the leg across, like you got to pee kind of thing. And you're going to fold. Let yourself fold. See where you go. Maybe there's a need for blocks. Please use them if you can't get to the ground. I'd like you to bend your legs as much as you can bend in this. like you're going to, sit cross-legged. And then lengthen. So your bum will rise, your head will drop a little more. Let's do that again. Bend both knees. So your chest is going to lift, your head is going to lift a bit. And then do it again, straighten out. You're going to walk your hands to the left. And your legs are whatever. If they can't straighten, that's fine. And then rotate to the right. Oh, la, la. And then recenter, bend both knees, and you're going to lift your hands off the ground. Come on up. Reach your arms up. You're still in this cross-legged thing. Reach up. Tip to one side when you're working your balance. And tip to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center. I'm going to ask you to just go into mountain pose. I shouldn't say just, I want your beautiful mountain pose. A simple yet strong pose. Both feet parallel, arms are relaxed. Close your eyes. And the hard part is, are you really in your body? And we're going to do that knee lift with the other side. So support on the right leg. Slowly lift the left. Do not rush. It comes up super slowly. And then the hand gets in the way of the leg that wants to cross. I want you to push enough that you feel your core. Push. So we're working the opposite side of the brain when we do this, right? Get both hemispheres working. And then slowly release, give it a little bit of a crossover, foot touches down, and let's fold. Go to where you can. Once again, if you've been struggling and you have blocks close by, take a moment to come get them. And then bend your knees to where they can bend. And then come back to straightening. So the bending and the straightening go a couple of times, and you go to where you can go. Maybe you do go an inch, maybe you go 25 inches. Beautiful. Walk your hands over to the right. So you're rotating them. Rotate over to the left, and that should be a little more sensational. Maybe it's not. Come back to the center, bend your knees enough so that you can rise your body with your strong legs. Come on up, reach your arms up, find that balance, and then we're going to tip to the right and left, or left and right, doesn't matter. Go one side. Ooh. It's not as balanced here. And the other side. And recenter, release, both feet side by side once again. Find that solid mountain. Find the stillness. Soften the knees. Pause. Yeah, we're going to challenge that balance in a different way. We're going to do figure four. You're going to take your arms out for balance. Support yourself on your left leg and cross the right ankle over the left knee. All right, find your figure four. Good. And then you challenge it. So we're going to bend and we're going to rise. Good. A couple of times where you're going to see if you can bring your hands. If you can't bring your hands in, you don't do that, right? Let's get the bending And maybe you can bend and go touch the ground. Maybe that's giving the 2-year plan. And then you rise back up. And you find the stillness and you go back into the flow of slow bending. Of course, you might stop here and go, this is perfect for me. That's why I don't necessarily want you to watch me or anybody else. Just go check out what your body says you're able to do today. Of course, I like 3 repetitions, so we're going to do it again. And you're going to feel that supporting foot working hard. And when you are up, I would like you to stand with your feet side by side in mountains, but don't shake off the leg that worked hard. Just stand and feel the tension and the demands fade away. Now, if your foot needs a little bit of shaking off or movement to release it, you can, but we're going to be lifting it anyways. Get into the other leg. If you feel you need to move it around, do. Cross, so you know where we're going. Figure 4 and bend. You got 3 times, maybe 4 times, depending on how fast you go. Don't look at the monitor, just find your way down and then your way up. You're getting a little bit of a squat, you're getting a bum stretch. You're definitely working on your focus, your concentration. How can you slow this down? So you have time for one more. Use a chair, use a wall. Imprint the pattern with ease into your body and then add the challenge as you practice. Of course, once you're done your 3, you're going to stand with your feet side by side, find your mountain pose, and again, observe how the working leg is quieting down and transition the weight into both feet. And if you need to shake the foot out or move it around, go ahead now. And let's do have some salutations with a beautiful pranic bath if you would like. Take it up, big inhale. Exhale and fold. Come to half up. Fold. And then rise. Bring your hands to heart. We're down to your sides. You can do that 3 more times. Rise it up. Exhale, fold. Half up. Fold and then rise. So for the next 2, one will be full and then the other one we're going to pause upside down. So here's the 3rd. Keep flowing. Follow your breath. Slow things down. I'm just ending my 3rd. And the 4th one, when you're going to do it, because you're not going to rise back up. So rise the ups. Exhale and fold. Half up. And let's just hang out in the fold. Hang out upside down. I'm gonna ask you to play between bent knees and straight legs, or bent and less bent. You never have to go straight. From here, you can have your your right leg's gonna be your front leg, left leg's gonna go back to a deep dragon and settle in gently. Again, you know what, blocks are really handy. I'm gonna use them. Let's pause here. And in the pause, I want you to find those micro movements that really help your body settle into your deep dragon. So one trick to not have the back knee hurt so much is push into the back foot and have your knee not so pressed into the ground. But I know that for some people, when you push into the back foot, that might actually hurt your knee. Not hurt it and making it, damaging it. It might just not feel comfortable. So if that's the case, just pad your knee. And then move your hips around a little bit. Move your shoulders, move your head. Let your body kind of wiggle into the position, the general area. Beautiful. We're going to slip that front leg back and you're going to go into child's pose. If you have blocks, you can choose to use them strategically or move them aside and get off of them. So enjoy your child's. Pause. Let's take another deep breath in. Stay here if you don't like downward facing dog, but if you find down dog beneficial, let's go. Of course, you haven't done many down dogs today, maybe not. Move it around a bit. Now from your down dog, you're going to go into a push-up position. So you should be able to just shift yourself forward and then your shoulders are past your hands. Like you to squeeze into this position. Your quads are tight, your bum's tight, your core is engaged. Take a deep breath. Put your knees down and let's go down to the mat, Chaturanga style. Bend your elbows. And then let's roll our shoulders back and do our back bend, our cobra or our up dog. So go to where it feels good. And then we're going to go back to our child's. So you can relax your hands, your wrists, and let those move. Settle in for 2 breaths. You're going to look to your hands and you're going to take a giant step with your left leg forward to do the deep dragon. Earlier we kept our right leg forward. Now we bring our left leg forward. Close your eyes. You're all in the right position. And really listen to your body. What can you do to help this position happen? The micro movements, the very kind, gentle shifting, undulation. That would involve your hips, your head, your shoulders, your hands. It's not fidgeting, it is really being present with your body, moving it lovingly. And once again, we are going to go to our child's pose, whether you leave your hands on blocks or not. If you have blocks, drop down into your child's. We're going to be here for about 3 to 4 breaths. Connect with the earth. cocoon. We're going to go play with down dog if that's something that's good for you, or stay in child. I want you to push quite forcefully through your arms so that you feel like your body's moving backwards. Your legs don't have to be straight. And then let's go into our plank. As you shift, your shoulders will pass your hands. Readjust your feet if you need to. I want your body solid. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your quads. That's the front of your thighs. Core is engaged. Take a big inhale. Choose to put your knees down or not and come down to the mat. Slowly control. Once you're down, do your back bend. It can be low, medium, or high. What feels good to you? And go back to your child's. For 2 breaths, I'd like to see your hands moving around so your wrists get a little bit of loving. And then we're going to find our way to the front of our mat in standing. So you can just wander on and go there, or I'm going to encourage you to go down dog. Give yourself a little bit of a crouch and then hop both feet on each side of the hands, come through a squat and rise. Now that's for fun, right? And then bring your hands down and find your mountain pose. Just settle here, close your eyes. Again, just be. Yeah, once we've all fixed our t-shirts and leggings, we're good. Let's put some of the balance poses into this flow. You're going to rise your right knee up and we're going to touch the knee with the left hand and do the counter push. Slowly rise. Feel them connect. Create the pressure and stand tall. Could be the hands at the thigh, not the knee, right? It's up to you. Beautiful. Cross the foot over the other one and fold. Rotate to one side. And then rotate to the other side. Return to center, bend your knees, find the mini little squat to rise up. You're going to lift the knee up so that you can cross into your figure 4 here. And then see if you can come back down. We're going to do this once. Go down. Where are you going to pause? And then you come back to your mountain pose. Feel the transfer of weight to both feet, and then rise your arms, take a deep breath. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold. Leave your right leg forward, left leg goes back, deep dragon. Beautiful. You got it. Shift child's. Take another deep breath. We're going to continue our flow. We're going to go to downward facing dog. Push forcefully through your hands. Shift into your plank. Squeeze your body. Take a deep inhale, everything's tight. Exhale down, whether you're on your feet or on your knees. You work at your level. Once you're down, choose small, medium, or large on your background. And go back to your child's. Release the tension from your hands. Beautiful. Once again, we're going to meet at the front of our mat standing. If you'd like to go through practicing that squat, hop forward, you can do that, or just find a way to walk there. Give a little squat, rise it up, and then bring your hands to your side once you're up. Don't rush, go through your little routine. Beautiful. Now it's the left leg's turn to rise, cross touch. Really push. I want you to push. So it's just the knee up. Good. Hand to inner thigh or knee. Push, hold, hold. Release the tension, let the legs slip down, foot down, cross all the way. Both feet are on the ground now. Both feet are on the ground. Both feet are on the ground. We're going for this one. You're in a hurry to do the next one. Rotate to one side. So hands walk to one side of both feet. Try to keep both feet flat. And then walk around to the other side. Recenter, bend your knees so you can get power through your legs to rise. And then you're going to go to your figure four, which most of you are really in a hurry to go to. And there, you're going to do your one-time dip. You're going to recenter, and once again, you're going to put both feet down, side by side, hip width apart in mountain pose. Feel the transfer of weight. Feel the connection evening out. Make it happen. And then rise the arms with a deep inhale. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold, leave the left leg forward, send the right leg back to go to your deep dragon. Now, if there's an expression of the deep dragon that you like to go in, we've got a few moments here, you can go there. Which means the arms can be up. I'm just gonna hang out low here. Let's go to child's pose. I'm gonna take 2 big breaths here. Let's take another big breath. And you make the choice to stay in child's or go into downward facing dog. Push thoroughly through the hands, through the arms, feel yourself backing up. So your arms are really strong through this. You're not leaning into your arms are pushing. Now lean forward to go into your plank. Choose on your knees or on your feet, but I want your quads tight, your bum tight, your core engaged. Which just means you have a tight girdle. Take a deep inhale. Exhale when we go down as slow as you can handle. Solid. And then enjoy a back bend. And then a child's. And pause here. We're not getting up again, so chill. in this position. Another 4 breaths here. Beautiful. Let's come onto our belly. So come through your tabletop, lie down. Put your hands one on top of the other, elbows out. You got a cushion for your forehead. And you can wiggle your hips side to side. Just hang out. And once you're done with the wiggling of the hips, you can just pause. Bring your feet together, back from that. So your inner thighs, inner shins, inner knees are kind of connected. The inside of your feet or the arch. Not the sole of your foot. Good. And I want you to squeeze your quads, like the front of your thighs. I want you to squeeze your bum. I want you to squeeze the inner thighs. I want those legs to become like one, not two. They're so close. Squeeze. And then relax them. And you're going to squeeze them again. Keep the heels connected, the big toes connected. Squeeze bum, inner thighs. Make them as close as they can get. Now what you're going to do is you're going to keep your forehead exactly where it is on your hands. But your hands and your elbows are going to come off the ground. You're staring straight down. So you're tight in the legs and you're just semi-lifted in front. You're staring straight down. You're not looking up. And then come back down and relax everything. Just relax everything. Let's go through that step by step. Feet together, knees together, squeeze, tight bum, tight, 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 tight bum. Your legs feel like one piece. And then elbows and hands come off the ground and your head, you keep it in the same position. You're staring down. And you breathe and you try and stay in that position. Your legs are not lifting, they're staying down on the ground, but they're strong and you're trying to hold that. You're trying to hold. Hold, hold, hold. Take a deep breath. Let everything go. Let everything go. Drop it down. Pause. Let it go. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to go into our spinal twist. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach your right arm forward. Reach it forward. And then towards the left. Reach your arm forward, right? And then reach it to the left, so it's kind of crossed underneath you. Now your left hand is going to help you roll over. Before you roll over, bring your left knee towards your left hand. So you look like a little froggy position. And then you're going to push yourself over and roll over. And from here, just come over. And you might feel like you want to readjust your shoulder blades. Now, if the arm doesn't touch the ground, if the left arm doesn't touch the ground, you can let it relax on your belly. I'm going to show it to you the other side. You get to see my arm. Now, if you're dangling here, why don't you just let your arm drop and rest it there. Now, one way to calm that top leg and feel like it's not struggling to stay there, put your right hand on it. It's like a paperweight. And some of you might have the ability to take that right leg that's underneath you, bend it, and get your hand and foot to connect, and then bring it to the ground. So what I did was I lifted the foot, and I looked at where I could grab hold, and then I bring it down. That's not for everybody. And then, of course, from there, you're trying to get both shoulder blades on the ground. Now, I don't want you to get bogged down with trying to get to that pretzel-like position. Some of you have the mobility for it. Some of you benefit way more from simply doing that spinal twist with the hand holding the thigh. You get a lot out of that. I embody my body. And keep my mind focused on the sensations in the body, the energy in and around the body. And seeking stillness. And slowly release this. Now you can go back to your belly and go over to the other side, or flip over onto your back and go to the other side. I'm going to go to my belly. I find it's kind of a cool transition. Shift over. So for this one, the left arm is going to go forward and across like you do in thread the needle. Knee bends so that you can have, oh, that feels so good. So now, with the other knee on top. Oh. And your body might not greet this rotation as easily, or maybe easier than the other side. So let's greet it like a new experience. Take your time. And don't force it. When the space appears, you could, take advantage of going into it. The goal is not to force the entire time to try and get a deeper position. The goal is to find the amount of relaxation required for that position to appear. Basically, the harder you try, the harder your body will say no. I'm going to be here for a short little while. Use it as a meditation pause. And then 4 more breaths.
As the least effort possible, you will end up on your back. You're going to readjust whatever you need to readjust. And you're going to reset up in Ardha Shavasana, meaning knee is bent, feet on the ground, arms are just open to your side, palms up. And find stillness. We're going to do our pelvic rocks. So it's anterior and posterior tilt. If you already know what to do, start it out. I'd like you, when you're going to inhale, you're going to create the biggest arch in your back so that your pubic bone moves forward and down. So you got a big arch in your back. And when you exhale, you're going to flatten your back, and then you're going to tilt your pelvis the other way. So it is basically cat and cow on your back. So when you inhale, you create space under your back. And when you exhale, you eliminate the space and then you go beyond. Your tailbone's going to lift off the ground, maybe even your sacrum, your pubic bone's coming towards your forehead. Doing a little mini crunch there. And then you start over. But at no time during this are you using your feet. It is all from your back muscles and your core. The abdominal muscles. So big breath in, arches you. And you're going to continue this pattern. Repeat it, close your eyes. I want you to feel the rotation of the pelvis. Notice if you're starting to use your legs. And then notice as you move your pelvis, your head will move. It will synchronize to the flow. So when you are flat back and tucked, so you're in a posterior tilt, your head will tilt back. And when you arch and your hip bones move forward and down, your chin comes down. So as your spine undulates, your head is at the end of your spine, right? It's going to follow the pattern. If you feel that you don't have any movement from the head, just maybe start to initiate it. But then let the undulation of the spine make it happen. Or allow it to happen. And it might be tougher if you have a head on the block, right? You're already restricted. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then you're going to pause and just let your body go quiet. Reconnect to stillness. We're going to create some rocking, but it's going to be very active. And then when we're done, you're going to enjoy your Shavasana thoroughly. Your legs are going to straighten. What you're going to do is you're going to flick your feet. You're going to pronate and supinate, so point and flex. And when you do this, you end up rocking your whole body. You feel everything jiggle, and you absolutely feel your head nodding yes. So I want you to do it, I don't want to say violently, but strong enough that you get the whole body shake. And you're going to go for a while here, but you're gonna actually, kind of wonder when we're gonna stop. You just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Your feet might get tired, your shins might get tired. Just keep going. Take deep breaths. Hopefully your head is moving greatly. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop and don't move. Sink into your Shavasana. Feel the tingle of energy throughout the entire body. Feel your body so alive, yet so still. Remain in Shavasana for as long as your schedule permits it. Have an amazing day. Namaste.